Hi everyone, welcome back to a brand new episode of Funny for a Girl. Thank you for being here today. OMG, sorry for just disappearing last week. My DMs have been filled with people being like, babe, where's the podcast? I'm so sorry. Life just kind of took over. I did put a little post up on the Funny for a Girl Instagram, so if you don't follow it already, do go over and follow. Just basically apologising that there was going to be no episode last week, but I did literally only put one post up, so yeah, sorry about that. Life got busy. Oh my god. So I've been recovering from being #ill. Still a bit sniffly. It's been weeks. Oh, it's so annoying. But I went away with work again, had exams, had London work that I had to do as well. So when life just gets hectic, that was last week. So sorry about that. But I'm back. I'm in another tracksuit. I'm rapidly running out of tracksuits. I don't know why I decided I wanted it to be a thing where I always wear a tracksuit when I know full well I only own about 4. This one actually very rarely makes it out of the house as well because there is actually a cheeky bleach stain on it somewhere. I'm not too sure where, but I know there is one because I cleaned the bathroom one time in it and spilt bleach on it. So that's always good. I'm also not recording with headphones today. Guys, if you're listening and not watching, essentially I'm wearing a grey tracksuit and normally I have my big headphones on for when I'm recording so I can hear what I sound like. But I washed my hair this morning and I'm really desperately trying to learn like a curly wavy routine with it, and I just didn't want to put headphones on and squish my hair. But anyway, rest assured, I am back. I need to buy some more tracksuits. Also, actually, I need to buy a lot of things. I have a girls' holiday coming up soon. It is one of my best friend's wedding very soon. So we're obviously going on a hen do. I don't know if she's wanting me to announce where we're going or not, so I'm just not going to say where we're going just to stay safe. But it is abroad and I need to get outfits, and actually someone did send me an ego discount code a minute ago because I need to save the coins as and when I can. And I'm hoping this dress works because I did a Shein order and everything that arrived was horrendous apart from one pair of boots and a bracelet. But it's like a bracelet for the top of your arm, and my arms are too fat. But I don't know. I'm just eating salmon for the next month and hopefully my arm will fit in the bracelet. No, but seriously, on that note of salmon, you know how I was saying in the last episode that I have a weird obsession with halloumi bagels at the minute? It's salmon now. I don't care what it's with. I don't care if it's smoked. I don't care if it's a salmon fillet. If it's salmon, I want it. What is wrong with me? Like, what a stupid thing to crave, but I love it. I like to cook it with a bit of honey. Do you know what, actually? Maybe my obsession is with honey because the halloumi bagels were with honey and the salmon that I'm loving the most at the minute is baked with honey and chili flakes. So maybe I actually just love honey. Maybe I am actually becoming Winnie the Pooh. Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, we're going abroad. So I need to get about 1,000 outfits because nothing I own I want to take. I could probably make do with what I've got, but I'm just a girl, okay? And I just want things that I don't have. Is anyone else like that? Also, I need recommendations on shops that aren't like your typical PLT, Boohoo. I actually never shop with Boohoo, but they always just come to mind. Misguided, all of that jazz. I want like new places that are trusted but aren't like disgustingly expensive but also aren't going to fall apart after one wash. So if anyone knows anywhere, please do let me know. But I'm also going to have a cheeky little mooch around Guildford later. I've just had to move my camera and I feel like I feel like normally you can't see that. If you're listening and not watching, basically my camera just got full a second ago, so I've had to fiddle about with it, but now you can see like the corner of a photo in the corner of my video. So hello, I'm never this close. Oh, that'll have to do. I've just moved the camera a bit. It looks no different, but life's too short to care about the corner of a Buddha photo. But anyway, I'm going into Guildford later because I need to get these nails done. They are stubs. They are disgusting. They just make me feel like I've got chode fingers, and they just don't look great. So I'm getting them done at Townhouse, which has I think it's recently opened in Guildford. I keep just seeing them dotted around London. And then they messaged me on Instagram a few weeks back, basically saying, do you want to come and get your nails done for free? And I thought, absolutely, I do. Had a look online, because I still had to book it in online. They are quite expensive. So my expectations are like here. They're very high. So I'm hoping they'll look gorgeous. But I go to Singapore tomorrow. So it was literally the most perfect time for me to book them in today, so I can have fresh nails for Singapore, because my nails are just so weak. When I got my old acrylics taken off, I said to them, can you try and leave as much natural nail as possible? And that natural nail has just been snapping ever since. So I'm excited to have some fresh nails. I'm not too sure on the design I want. I think I know what I want. I think I want cherries and then a chili for like sweet and spicy. But I'm not sure. I'm going to see what happens when I go, but I am very excited. And then, God, guys, honestly, what a busy week I'm having. Let me tell you about the rest of it. So I've got my nails booked in at 3. I need to go pick up my new phone at some point. It arrived like a week ago to Curry's, and I've just not got around to picking it up, because when I tell you I'm busy, I am so busy constantly. I actually did a questions box on Instagram the other day, and someone said, do you ever stop? No, I literally don't. So for example, to run you through this week, today is Monday when I'm filming this. You'll be watching this on Friday, so during the week that I'm still discussing or listening. Monday, nail appointment, film podcast, edit podcast, pick up new phone. Tuesday, pack for Singapore, life admin, fly to Singapore. Wednesday, land in Singapore. Thursday, I'm catching up with a friend in Singapore. Take a shot every time I say Singapore. So that will actually be really lovely. I have not seen her in years. We were like childhood friends. We went to guides together and brownies. And I, honest to God, couldn't tell you the last time I saw her. But she now lives out there. So we're going to meet up and go for dinner, which is super exciting. And then Friday, I fly home from Singapore, but I don't land until Saturday morning. Saturday afternoon, I have something very exciting happening, which I'm not going to talk about just yet because I don't want to just jinx it in any way, shape or format. But let's just say I'm very, very excited about Saturday afternoon. And then Sunday, I can just stop, drop and roll and just love life and just relax, probably watch some Greenleaf with my mum on the sofa and just do nothing. But that is my week. I am busy and booked. I actually do feel like, now I've said that about Sunday, I feel like I might have plans, but maybe I don't. Maybe I thought about booking plans, but then decided not to. I think that's probably it. Oh, no, I know what it was. I was going to reschedule a date. So your gal was meant to go on a date last night I re-downloaded Hinge. I had a moment of weakness and thought, do you know what? Seeing as I'm a viral Hinge sensation, why don't I just hop back on the app? I don't like it. I don't feel... I just don't like it. I hate dating apps. Do you know what? I just don't like dating. And there was a guy who liked me and I thought, you're a bit yummy. So I matched with him, hadn't really read his profile. Anyway, we had a tiny bit of chit chat, said about going for a drink last night. And then it came to it. He'd messaged me Saturday night being like, oh, you still on for Sunday? And I just had to reply Sunday morning being like, I'm really sorry, but no. And then I was like, I could reschedule to next Sunday, but he actually messaged saying, no worries, let me know when you're next free. And I've just not got back to him because his Hinge profile says he's looking for a freak in the sheets. And yeah, I was going to comment on how I am in bed then, and I just thought, no. I was going to make a joke about being vanilla, but I wouldn't. I'm going to edit this out. But yeah, I just can't be bothered with the whole dating. Even though he's quite clearly only looking for one thing, I just can't even be bothered for that. I'm going to be honest. And I was honest and I just said, listen, I've had a tough few days at work. I am exhausted. I'm going to have to rain check. But I just think it might be raining forever because I don't think that's ever going to happen again. But guys, if you follow me on TikTok, you know that I truly wholeheartedly believe that I already know who my husband's going to be. It's going to be one of two people. Have I been on a date with either of them? No. Does one of them even know I exist? No. But am I a boss bitch when it comes to manifesting? I mean, actually, probably no, because nothing I've manifested for has actually really happened. But that is because when you order food at a restaurant, you wait for it to arrive. And that is what you have to do with manifesting. You just have to put it out there and it will arrive. The universe knows what you want. It is coming. Do not fear. But yeah, there's a cheeky little life update from me for you. I'm busy. I'm blowing off dates. Oh my God, not blowing them off, but I'm cancelling. I cancelled one date and I think I'm like some dating drama queen. But no, that is all that's going on in my life. Really, nothing too exciting. Yeah. Moving on though, I actually need your guys' help because I am a one-woman show, obviously. I do actually intend on bringing friends and people onto this podcast, and I've got quite a few that are interested. The difficulty is matching up our dates to get them on to film. But I want to know, what do you want to hear? What do you want to see if you're one of the people who watches on YouTube? Because there's only so much this brain can come up with, and some days I am blank. On the topic of blank, I really want to try a blueberry matcha from blank, and I'm really saddened that there's none in Surrey, because whenever I'm in London and I'm near a blank, I always just so happen to be going for a food or a drink collab, and then I'm never thirsty enough to go and get a blueberry matcha. But I really want to try one because I see them everywhere and they sound and look delicious. Also, Starbucks have just done their like strawberry foam matcha. I actually had it in, where did I go? I think it was Hong Kong where I had it, and it was okay. I wouldn't rush back for it, but it's very pretty. It's very aesthetically pleasing to look at. So if that's what you look for in a drink, I would recommend. But if anyone's had the blueberry matcha, can you please let me know if it's worth visiting? If it's worth visiting just to get that, because like I said, normally when I'm in London I'm going for a food collab. So maybe I can go on the 16th because I'm actually going for dinner in London with one of my gals, shockingly, for a food collab. So do keep your eyes peeled on my main Instagram for the review of that. It's also got to be a TikTok reel. A TikTok reel? That's not a thing. It just needs to be a TikTok. My brain, I need a coffee, guys. Honestly, my brain is mush. Maybe I need a blueberry matcha. Who knows? But yeah, so, I mean, I guess that's one thing that we could talk about. If you guys are interested in how the, like, collab world works. I'm not massively in it, but I'm in it more so than your average Joe from down the road, for example. Unless you live next door to a really famous person called Joe, in which case I need to humble myself. But yeah, I never know if that's interesting for you guys. So do let me know in the comments below. Do DM me on Instagram on either Funny for a Girl podcast or on my personal, which is Soph Whitmore _. Just let me know what you want to hear, what you want to see. I've had so many DMs the past week saying, Soph, when is the next episode coming? We've missed you. Like, where is it? And oh my God, it warms my heart so much. Do you know what? Actually, I've had so many nice DMs in the past week. Some about the podcast and some just to me in general, being like, I love your stories, I love how authentic you are, and I always see the nice DMs. If I get a vibe that your DM's mean, I will normally just scroll past it. But I just want to say thank you because that is so lovely, and thanks. I'm glad you're enjoying my content. But do let me know what you want to hear about or see, because I obviously want you to enjoy what you're watching and listening to, my loves. If you want to hear more dating dramas, if you want to hear story times, if you even want me to sit here and read a book because I've got such a soothing voice. No, but seriously, do let me know because I would love to hear from you what you want to hear about. My DMs are there to be answered. So yes, do feel free to message me. On a complete other note, now this is completely irrelevant to my life or potentially your life, unless you're very up to date with dramas going on in the celebrity world. So I was watching a podcast a minute ago and they were discussing the fact that apparently P. Diddy has committed a murder, allegedly. And now I've not heard the name P. Diddy since I was dropping it like it's hot in the early 2000s when I was about 5 years old. So low-key forgot he exists, but apparently he killed a guy in the bathroom. Now, I don't want anything coming back onto me. Imagine if this one episode goes viral and I get sued for calling him a murderer. I am just relaying what I've heard. It's all alleged. Nothing's been proved. But I just wanted to know if you guys had heard about that. And also, on the topic of people and murder, what is happening with Y&W Melly? Because I swear, I got really obsessed with his case like last summer. And I could have sworn the guy was about to get released. And I just haven't seen him get released. But I've also not really stayed up to date with it. But I do still like his music, and I would really appreciate if he could like release some more. But obviously you can't do that when you're in prison for potential murder. But yeah, I'm going to look into that after this because I kind of want to know what happened there. Because the last thing I remember was, I think the jury had come to a split decision or something. So he wasn't getting released on the day that everyone thought he was getting released. And now I just don't know what's happened. Yeah, I'm going to look into that. But that there is an insight into my brain. It just jumps from bloody not having a clue what to talk about to matches to murder. Like, what the hell? So exhausting sometimes. Like, does anyone else's brain just do that? I feel like sometimes it goes 100 miles an hour, or sometimes it's just too silent. Like, I'm like, literally, you know, in the films when they're like on sand or like somewhere like really dry, like the desert, and you've got the little tumbleweeds that just roll and roll and roll and roll. Sometimes that is literally what my brain feels like. And other times it feels like, where's Wally? Is the best way I can explain it. It's just there's a lot going on and I can't pick out the thing that I want to think of, aka Wally. I'm quite proud of that analogy. I think that's the best way I've described my brain. But also then sometimes it's just fine. Sometimes it's just a neutral wave. Like it's just like chilling. Like it's like the sea. It's just there and chilling. Oh my God, I can't believe I keep yawning. I'm so sorry. It's literally like 11 a.m. I've had a really slow morning this morning. I laid in bed for longer than I should have, trying to online shop for the gals' holiday, and then had a really long bath and had then just got ready, sat down and filmed this. Obviously had some salmon this morning, some bagel, fusing together my two obsessions. Oh, do you know what? Maybe I will make the halloumi bagel later. Maybe I'll go back down that route before I go and get my nails done at 3. I feel like 3 o'clock's a really weird time to go and get my nails done because there is going to be school traffic. Oh, wait, are we still on half term? Let me have a look out the window because I live near a school. We must still be on half term because my road isn't filled with cars and it's a Monday. So we're either on half term or it's an inset day today for the one school that's near me. So hopefully the traffic will be kind of clear. But on the topic of the brain thing, I used to meditate and that would really help kind of not calm everything down to the point where it's a tumbleweed, but just like I had more clarity in my head. So I think I should maybe start meditating again. I need to get back into the whole meditating and journaling and my crystals. I've still got all my crystals out. They're always on its like, I've got like a shelf type thing, which isn't a shelf in the wall. It's like a standing on its own shelf. But I've got all my crystals on that. So they're always out. I do still burn my incense in that. But I need to get back into the whole manifesting, meditation, journaling, because I like who I am more when I'm doing those types of things. And I know that I should be doing them. I'm just ridiculously lazy when it comes to doing things for myself. If you know what I mean? Like, if I had a friend who was like, I need to start journaling 4 times a week, I can only do it if you do it with me, Soph. So, I don't know, fucking, we just let each other know as and when we're journaling. I would do it because someone else is relying on me to get it done. However, when I just need to do it for just me, I just don't get round to doing it. I think that's why I don't bother working out anymore either, because if a friend called me and was like, I really want you to come to the gym with me, I'd be like, yes, sweet, I'm there. But to go to the gym just for me to go to the gym, I just can't be asked. It's really weird. It's actually really very annoying, to be honest. It's the same as going for walks. Like, I'd much rather be doing it with someone. I'm not sure why. Yeah, I need to sort all that out, because it's not that I don't have the independence. It's just lazy. I just can't be asked, because I don't mind being on my own. I'm very happy to do things on my own. Like, I used to take myself out for dinner, like go to coffee shops, read. I literally took myself on a solo trip to Dubai last year. So like that side of things doesn't bother me. I just feel like the second I've got time to do things for just me, I just want to do nothing. I just want to sit there and do nothing. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm so on the go all the time. I don't really know. Does anyone else get like that? Or is that a me problem? Do let me know. Please do let me know. But yeah, I do actually need to start taking better care of myself, and I probably should start working out again. I am eating better. I'm not doing as many food collabs. I feel like I went silly and just for a couple of months was every time I had a day off work, I was doing a food collab. So I was eating like crap when I'm away. I'm eating like crap when I'm home. And then I was just feeling like, oh, all the time. So now I have really died down on the food collabs. And I am trying to eat a bit better. And I am feeling a bit better for it, to be honest. I know all this stuff and I know how it all works and I know what my body needs and what it doesn't need. It's just applying that, which is the part I struggle with. But no, it's going well. I don't know. I've been eating salmon for a week and I now seem to think that I'm on the track to success. But yeah, there we are. I feel like in this whole episode, I'm not really talking about anything specific. I'm just speaking, and I don't like that I don't have a frame for this episode. I just knew that I missed you all and you were missing me, so I had to come on and do an episode. But I actually didn't really have anything to talk about where I've been so busy. It's just, I was like, let's just talk about life. So welcome to an insight of my brain and my life. I hope you're enjoying it thus far. I do keep having to stop and just think, and I kind of zone out for a good like 3 minutes every time. Obviously you won't hear the zoning out or see the zoning out because I am going to of course edit this and I'll cut all of that out, but just so you're aware, I've got 22 minutes of footage so far, and for at least 10 of those minutes I am just blankly staring at the floor, not knowing what to talk about. And that is exactly what I mean when I say sometimes my brain just goes blank. Like, it literally is like my body's rebooting, like I'm bloody AI or something. Which also, on the topic of AI, this is going to sound really random because it's actually nothing to do with AI. It's actually to do with Greenleaf, which I mentioned a minute ago, that I'm watching with my mum at the moment, that I'm going to be watching on Sunday when I have a chill day. First off, has anyone seen Greenleaf? Because if you haven't, this is so irrelevant. But I'm watching it at the moment and, oh God, I can't remember his name. But the guy in it who's a lawyer who has got cozy with... I don't want to give any spoilers, but basically, if you don't want any spoilers, skip by 1 minute. And if you don't care for spoilers, then carry on listening. So the lawyer who is doing stuff with Charity's husband, Kevin... that lawyer, he has got like the most perfect face and features that he actually looks like AI. Like, I was literally watching it like, if someone was to design a human, you are what they'd want to base it on. It's insane. He's got the most flawless skin. Like, he's so chiseled. He actually looks like handsome Squidward if handsome Squidward was handsome. Because handsome Squidward looks a bit weird, but this guy is just so handsome. Like, he's just so chiseled and like fresh and beautiful. It's crazy. He honestly looks like AI. But on the topic of Greenleaf, I am really into it at the moment. So if anyone is looking for a new series to watch, Greenleaf on Netflix, oh my God, I'm hooked. Like, I'm obviously not going to be seeing my mum for like a week because I'm away. I am going to have to tell her, babe, listen, we need to just watch it separately whilst I'm away, because I don't know if I can go that long without watching it. I am obsessed. I've just got to the part where Kevin's actually missing, and everyone's being nice to Grace now because of what happened. And I just think the mum's a big fat snake. And I just sit there every night and I'm like to my mum, I'm so thankful you're not like that. Sometimes watching shows where the parents are horrendous makes me even more grateful for how amazing my mum is, because she's such a legend. Like, my mum is just so fucking cool. Like, she's not like, you wouldn't catch her posting on Instagram like a cool mum, but she is just so cool to me. Like, she's just such a legend. Like, she's so wise, she's so beautiful. Like, I love my mum, she's so fucking great. But sometimes watching things like that, I do just sit there and think, I am so blessed, like so blessed. I think it's so sad and unfortunate that there are mums out there who are just shit. I think that's really sad. And there's also a lot of dads out there who are just shit. But moving on from that, I just had to check my phone because it keeps pinging at me. I feel like I'm getting personally attacked by Vinted at the minute. Every time I like an item of clothing on Vinted, someone buys it within 0.3 seconds. Can you not? Like, I don't know if it's pushing the items that I'm liking, but when someone likes the items I'm selling, no one then buys it 30 seconds later. But anything I like, all of a sudden gets sold. Fuming, because I was going to come back to that in about 6 weeks and go, oh yeah, still like it, still not going to buy it. But I wanted the option, okay? Capiche? Kaposh. My camera is also flashing because it's about to die, because I've literally been sat here for God knows how long just staring into oblivion. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. And again, I'm sorry that I vanished last week. Do let me know what you want to see and hear, because I'm very aware this episode is a weak episode. This episode does not deserve the views, in my humble opinion. So do let me know what you want to see and hear. Let me know who you want to have on my channel as well, and any topics. And I will see you next Friday for another episode of Funny for a Girl. Do follow me over on Instagram, Funny for a Girl Podcast, and Soph Whitmore _. I do post a lot more regularly on my personal Instagram, so follow me over there to stay up to date. Follow our TikTok as well, where you see little snippets and teasers of the coming episodes, and I will see you next week. Peace.